Hello, 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 YouTube. This is mrmusato coming at you for Where the Fuck I Live. Today we have my top favorite RPGs of all time. This includes action RPGs, regular RPGs, strategy RPGs, and action RPGs. Actually, to tell you the truth, this is my top 10 so far. It might change depending on what kind of game I play or when I play it, but so far this is it. First off, we got number 10, Grand Stream Saga. You probably heard me talking about this video game earlier on my channel. I did a little summary of it. Really fun game. Takes my number 10 spot because when you switch armor, you can see it on your character when you actually play in a battle. And it's a really good battle system. It's action based. Basically, you just fight them like there's no real way to describe it, but it's a really good action RPG. You should pick this up if you have a PlayStation. It's actually really cheap nowadays. So if you have a chance and you see this for a good price, I suggest you pick it up. Alright, that's number 10. Number 9, we have Shenmue. For the Dreamcast, my second favorite console of all time. This has a really good, I don't know if you could call it really good, but it's got this dialogue that's different from any other kind of game I ever played. I really like the quick attack times, whatever you call that, quick time attack, you know what I mean? Never mind, but yeah, those are really fun, and the battle system is really fun too, because in the battle system you don't have to press a button to say attack, you just press square and your foot kicks, you know what I mean? Way more action RPG, but it's still an RPG yet, and it sits on top on my number 9 spot. Next we have Square. I had to do Square, but I do not have Final Fantasy on the... Actually, I do. But anyways, this is Parasite Eve. I wish they would have kept the same battle system they had in the original Parasite Eve into Parasite Eve 2. Instead of turning it into like a, survival horror, is more like an RPG in the survival horror era. Well, not era, but world. That's what I liked about it, My favorite part about this game is the battle system. You press X to choose which character you want to hit, then you press X again to get enough bullets out of them. It's a really nice, not really a strategy RPG, but more or less an action RPG. That is, sort of turn-based, but really fun game. I recommend this a lot. Next, we have a Dreamcast game called Grandia 2. Yes, and to tell you the truth, I beat all these games over at least once over. That's why they're in my top 10 list. So we got Grandia 2 for the Dreamcast. Really good game. Really colorful graphics. Way better than the PS2 version. Really fun. Gameplay is up there. It's still a turn-based RPG, but the way the battle systems are set up is so awesome. It makes it fun, from your first battle to your 200th battle. It's still fun after all that time. It always changes. And it's always fun. I beat this game. I know how it ends. It's okay for arcade. Arcade. I mean, console RPG. But it is one of the best on the Dreamcast, I must say. Alright, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 6. Number 6 we have first strategy game, Final Fantasy Tactics. I love this game. This is my favorite Final Fantasy game ever. I love it a lot. The only reason why I beat it though was because I had a stupid fucking strategy guide with me, and that's how I got through it. But other than that, man, this game's really fucking hard. But it's rewarding, and especially after you beat the last boss. But After you beat the last boss, it's so rewarding. The best character on this is, you'll find out if you play this game. You can even have Cloud in it too. And you can have the Material Blade or whatever the hell it's called. A really good tactics game. The first tactics game I ever beat. And that's why it has a spot on number 6. So, number 5, we're going to do a series. One of my favorite RTS games of all time. Shining Force 1 and 2. I beat these both. That's why they're on the list. But if I had to choose which one is better, I wouldn't be able to choose because I love them both. The first one I beat second. The second one I beat first. It's a really good game. Good graphics. Especially in the battle mode. Like when you're coming at a character, the graphics aren't so great. But when you're in the battle with the character, the graphics goes nuts. And you can actually see your characters hitting other characters, which is really cool. But if you have a Genesis and you like RTS games and RPGs and want something kind of like tactics, even better if I think, because this is my number 5 spot. But yeah, these two games are really awesome. If you have a Genesis, you need these two games. Alright, another series review. This is my 2 favorite action RPGs ever. Mega Man 1 and 2 Legends. I beat both these games, and that's why they're on the list. The second one's cool because it lets you have a map when you're trying to go through the bottom of the dungeons and everything, which made the first one even way better if that happened to it, But they're really fun games. I like them a lot. They're not really RPG-ish. I don't know what you'd consider RPG, but this one's close enough for me. I can be safe and call it a action RPG. It's really fun, really colorful. I loved it a lot. I beat them both. The only thing I don't have is trombone, but who needs trombone? Anyways, yeah. So that's Mega Man Legends at a number 4 spot. Number 3 spot. Damn it, I did it wrong. Anyways, second to last. My second game in this list. Brave Fencer Musashi. One of the funnest games, if not one of the funnest games that I've ever played. The music still resounds in my head from this day on. Especially with the castle, no, not castle, the amount of music. I can picture it in my head perfectly. Basically, in this game, you re-up your sword. The more you use a certain sword, the more the power the sword gets. A lot of platforming too, a lot of hard platforming. Like, there's only a certain amount of characters you can get in this game that are to be released, but it's really hard to get them on the first try. The second try is way better, but I love this game a lot. It's got me. So when you're playing Ocarina of Time, instead of that, I was playing PlayStation with Brave Fencer Musashi. That's the best way I can explain it. Now we got number 1. Favorite RPG of all time. Star Ocean. I love Star Ocean. It's the first RPG I ever beat. It took me 86 hours to beat this one. But it's worth every fucking... It was worth it though, just to see the 80 different endings. One of the 80 different endings. Depending on how you treated your character. And it's also... You can also... pickpocket anybody in this game if you got the right kind of glove. Also, the best armor in the game you have to pickpocket, which is really cool because that hides it a lot, And then the best sword in the game you have to make. You can't just find, or you have to actually make the strongest sword in the game. You can't find it anywhere in the whole entire game except for if you make it with the Atlas Ring and 2 Minthrils. I believe, anyways. But yeah, my top RPG, console RPG. This is Mr. Musato coming at you for where the fuck I live. Have a nice day.